Hello and welcome to Not Any Chat. With me today, I have Alex.
Always.
I have myself. Well, sorta. I've been playing Paladins my soul.
Don't play paladins,
Um,
guys.
Me and Toma were playing it yesterday and we had some fun, but there was a glitch, right? Because Toma had to skip the tutorial because I wanted to play with him, right? So we did a normal match and then we decided to do a bot match, right? So, like one bot match, and like, oh, okay, that was pretty easy. Let's go back to normal matches, right? Well, the glitch is that after that, no matter how many times we restarted the app, we could only play bot matches.
Rip.
Just sitting there repeatedly playing bot matches, feeling like a bunch of scrubs, and we're just like, yeah, this isn't fun. Um, there was a guy who I had in ranked earlier today. Ranked paladins, yeah, that's actually the worst thing. Don't play paladins ranked. The only reason I'm playing it is because if you play 15 games, you get a skin. It's nice. And there was a squeaker. I had him in 2 games in a row. Second game, playing. And Mr. Squeaker's nice kid, doesn't blame anybody. Then we get a toxic a-hole elitist in the same call as Squeaker.
Elitists who play paladins? What?
Yes. I'm not even kidding, right? So essentially, the 5 classes are flank, usually like assassiny or like rockety type people, blasties.
Yep.
Damage, just damage people are just like essentially Team Fortress 2 characters. Tanks, obviously. Healers. And I think that's it. Yeah. So there's 4 roles, 5 slots. We have 3 flanks, right? So 3 blasties and 1 healer and 1 tank, right? And ranked is like it is in League, where you get a ban, except you only get 1. And it's a pick order. I had last pick. Squeaker had second to last pick, right? He's like, "Can you go tank?" And I was like, "Yeah, sure." So, anyways, he chooses a blasty instead of a damage. We don't have a damage on the team, right?
Mm.
Elitist sees that me and Squeaker are talking through the microphone, right? Elitist joins call and is just like, "Why the heck would you choose a blasty?" And starts screaming out bullcrap. So I just unplug my mic, right? We're like getting obliterated in the match, right? Like there's not even like a glimmer of hope. I'm trying to do my best. I'm the tank. They have 2 tanks on the enemy team. My shield is lasting like 2 seconds when I die. And the Squeaker goes, "Yeah, I play Overwatch most of the time instead of Paladins." And then at the end of the game, Elitist is like, "But people in Overwatch, are intelligent. You aren't." And I when I heard that, I was like, I'm done. And I like put up back on my microphone and was like, "Can you stop being cancer? Everyone can hear you. Oh my god." The call ended at that very moment because we got sent to the results screen. But yeah, I got the last word in. And it was very frustrating. Squeaker, he's only annoying because he's a squeaker. Elitist was annoying because he's a dick. I've gotten a bunch of squeakers playing Paladins, and I'm like, why? Don't you have school? Or like summer camp? Or like friends? Or like anything else other than Paladins?
Something that isn't, a cringe game.
Yes. Paladins has improved itself, but the glitches are just so freaking hardcore sometimes that it's like, why am I playing this? I had a lot of fun with Toma yesterday. They have a character who's like just a rip-off of Lucian, right? Like, he's legit just a rip-off of Lucian. Like, he looks exactly the same, I swear to God. Anyways, Toma and I were in call. Toma gets killed by him, and I'm like, yeah, the black guy's OP. And he's just like, yeah, he killed me because he shot his gun sideways. And I started choking because the hold the gun sideways thing is one of the stupidest thing in media, and it was pretty great in the moment. He's even got like dashes like Lucian, by the way. I'm gonna screen share an image of him for everyone to see. One of the first responses for his name plus Paladins is Lucian, so you know that's never a good sign.
I'm waiting for this screen share here.
Yeah, I actually have really bad internet right now.
Rip.
Okay. All right. Let's close that. Close that. Lucian has different hair, and that's the only difference. If my screen share will actually share, we can see this. There we go. Can you see it?
I see it.
Yep. He's got dual pistols. He's got a higher attendance rate to anti-chat than Kira.
So sorry. Some stuff came up.
I believe it. I was making a joke before a call started that girls just lie to me, because that just seems to be the case over and over again.
I see.
Yeah. Anyways, we're looking at a ripoff of Lucian. What do you think, Alex? What's the verdict?
90% ripoff out of 10.
Alrighty. Alright. So is like Donald Trump a ripoff of Scrooge McDuck?
No.
Okay.
I mean, I could go for a really shitty bootleg, maybe.
Okay. I wonder, with all that solid gold, is Scrooge McDuck richer?
Yes.
I mean, that's a lot of solid gold he's got. Like, a house worth of just gold.
Scrooge McDuck, like, runs a multi-trillion-dollar corporation, though.
That's true.
He's like, ridiculously rich. DuckTales was my jam as a kid.
DuckTales was good.
Yes.
Yes.
I can't help but feel bad for Donald Duck, because everything that happens in his life is a mistake. His family sucks. He's got like 3 annoying nephews. Greedy uncle.
Yep.
2 chipmunks that make his life absolutely miserable. His best friend's a dog who's like a clumsy person. His girlfriend's always up in his business. His other best friend's a mouse who's significantly more famous than him.
Yep.
Rip.
Yeah. Donald's life sucks, but that just seems to be a duck thing, because Daffy's life sucks too. Daffy is also greedy like Scrooge McDuck, but Daffy doesn't own any multi-million dollar organization. Oh man, ducks. And then rodents. It's like ducks just seem to play second fiddle to rodents. Bugs Bunny and Daffy Duck. Mickey Mouse and Donald Duck. They also seem to be incapable of having another nickname for their last name besides the actual just term duck. So yeah, that's a thing. Oh boy. My computer just overheated.
Don't do that. You need to take it with the...
Yeah, I might need you to.
Okay. I will do that.
When you do, we can get back on topic to what we really need to talk about.
I guess I'm not allowed to join this video call.
Really? Okay. Let me try to snatch back control then.
Give me a second. I will leave and try to come back on the other account.
Annie chat, please. Why do you do this?
Rip.
Well, you know, we've been
I
saved.
have ascended.
Welcome. How does it feel to have the yonder in your soul?
It feels powerful.
It is. She's only capable of being stopped by the manifestation of the Gotcha and Arcanus himself.
Those are pretty high tier counters.
Yeah. Well, Arcanus is her older brother, and the manifestation of the Gotcha is pure evil, so...
Yes.
I mean, I would never want to mess with either of those entities.
Don't mess with Oni-chan.
We should make Annie Chat and Arcanus characters in the Magical Girl story.
That doesn't sound like a bad idea, actually.
Like, we'll change Annie Chat's name to Annie, of course, though. Right?
Hmm.
And she'll be a Michael Jackson fanatic at that. But also yandere. She's on the same team as her brother, and then bam, there we go, story right there.
I feel it.
Anyways, what we're going to talk about today is Young Justice, as we finally got some information revealed for the new season, which is going to be happening next year. Hopefully it'll be a full 24 episodes like the last two. However, with stuff like Voltron only being 7 episodes this season, that is looking very unlikely.
Probably going to be like 10 or 12.
Yeah, which makes me sad,
since
this is Dark Side season. But here's some things that have been announced. I'm not going to classify this as spoilers, since this is public knowledge now, and it's not including any heavily plot-related details. However, within the first episode, there will be a time skip. They have not revealed how much time. They have revealed that Beast Boy will be a teenager. Beast Boy being like 12 during Young Justice Season 2, and like 7 or 8 during Season 1.
Something like that, yeah.
Yeah, it's not probably going to be like 2 years. Characters that are returning will be the Season 2 team, excluding Batgirl. And anyone who was a Season 1 team member. Now, since we have not confirmed that Season 1 characters and Batgirl are not returning yet, it is very possible that Teen Titans could be a thing operating in this same universe.
Yes.
So, with that in mind, I'm quite excited. The current lineup is... we'll have to talk about that later. Off the top of my head, Static Shock, Beast Boy, Tim Drake, Spoiler, aka Batgirl without being Batgirl, Wonder Girl, Cassie, who else is there? I think I saw Blue Beetle, I want to say. Impulse will be returning as Kid Flash this time.
Okay.
There's going to be 2 new members. One's a secret agent chick, and the other one's name is Arrowette. Arrowette is essentially Red Artemis.
Okay.
Potentially... I don't know, actually. Maybe she's like Roy's cousin. I don't freaking know. Could be Oliver's little sister, after all. Because she's a thing that just hasn't been addressed in Young Justice. The themes of it will be metahuman trafficking, so this will probably be the after results of the Reach and the Krolataeans creating dozens upon dozens of metahumans, probably in the hundreds, from what we saw on screen, and that's just on screen. Off screen, there could be thousands to millions of people who are now metahumans. I'm going to lean towards more in the thousands, though. But they were abducting people in, like, hundreds, so you never know. Vandal Savage and the Light will also be returning.
Ooh.
Vandal Savage, if anyone doesn't remember, at the end of Season 2. This is a spoiler for people who haven't seen Season 2, so, stop listening now or skip ahead. Vandal Savage left in the War World claiming that anyone who attacks planet Earth will be destroyed by him.
Okay.
because him and the Light lost to the Team and the Justice League. And the Justice League were let off of this penalty that they got for being brainwashed and, attacking planets. That being said, it is also an entire possibility that the entirety of Team 1 has moved to the Justice League. However, I would much prefer Teen Titans.
I know what you mean.
The voice actors have been returning. There hasn't been any announcements of voice actors replacing other ones, so looks like we should have everyone's voice cast back, aka Roxas as Nightwing, and Crispin Freeman as every version of Roy Harper and his uncle. Don't know who Crispin Freeman is? He's Alucard in the English dub.
Okay.
Crispin Freeman's probably one of the best voice actors in the business. At least I think it's Crispin Freeman. Could be wrong, but I'm pretty sure it's Crispin Freeman. I might be able to pull up the roster now. I will put a link in the description of the video that was released by DC All Access. The creators did say that they are very happy that the fans are giving them this second chance to, third chance rather, to make Young Justice. Because this would not be possible without the massive support that they got from their fan base, which is quite nice because that is actually the truth. As people have been whining, where is Season 3 of Young Justice for about, the last 5 years, so...
Well, yeah. Also because, that show's probably the best superhero show since, 90s Batman by popular consensus.
Yes, I've watched 90s Batman. Some of it. I've watched 90s Batman Beyond. I've watched most of the 90s DC animated TV shows. They're all really good, but Young Justice has this focus that the other ones don't.
Yeah, I can believe that.
The other top tier superhero shows are like OG Spider-Man, apparently.
Yeah.
I watched some of OG Spider-Man. I appreciated it as a child. I don't know how I'd feel about it now because it's probably super cheesy. Cue all those memes of screenshots out of context. Because those Spider-Man memes are quite something. The directors... I don't even know. I don't even know. I honestly probably should rewatch old Spider-Man because those scenes pique my interest. I gotta know what the heck. Yeah, right now I'm actually just stalling so I can get the stupid roster out. Sorry guys. What was I gonna say? I do think it's interesting that they haven't confirmed that any of Season 1 cast will be returning. Mainly because why else would anyone show up?
Yeah.
Disturbs me, but, at the same time, everyone wants Wally West to return from the Speed Force. And I wouldn't mind it, but I don't want that because it gave the end of Season 2 such weight.
Yeah. I totally get what you're saying.
I get why people want that, but, you say that, but then you diss comic books for, bringing characters back all the time.
Yeah.
It's just something that I'm absolutely disgusted with fans with. Not to, tone shift or anything, but that's just how I feel about the death of Wally West.
You can... if you want to cameo him in, you can have Impulse do Speed Force stuff and have him show up in one episode in the Speed Force. You know what I'm saying?
What was I gonna say? Gosh. Sorry guys, still trying to find that roster. Here it is. Alright, so Arsenal, Beast Boy, Arrowette, Agent Something Number, Blue Beetle, Spoiler, Wonder Girl, Static Shock, Kid Flash, and Robin Tim Drake are the confirmed team for this new season.
I get behind that.
It is now consisting of 4 girls and 7 boys. Much more balanced than we had in the past. As season 1 is actually like 10,000 boys and like 2 girls. But, you know, such is life. I'm interested to see how they'll handle the 3 new girls. I'm excited for spoiler. It's just a shame it's not Cassandra Cain. What's her freaking face? I forgot her name. Anyways, spoiler was in New 52 Batgirl / Rebirth Batgirl. Probably why they're using her. And we don't know if they're going to be using New 52 designs for the Justice League yet. Or their current Rebirth ones, which are essentially New 52, just like slightly edited. But yeah, Beast Boy is rocking a buzz cut. And, well, Static's got an interesting new design. I'm going to screen share. Oh, can't screen share. Rip. I'm going to send the link then.
Okay.
Anyone wishes to look at it, it's at 1 minute and 9 seconds. And while I'm doing that, how hyped are you guys for the next season?
Oh, I'm hyped. I'll probably watch it, you know. It's going to be on Netflix, so, you know, binging it is an option.
We actually don't know the future anymore, because DC says they're going to be releasing a new exclusive streaming service.
Oh, that's interesting.
We'd have no idea if it's actually going to be on Netflix anymore. Disney also announced that it canceled its contracts for with Netflix for its animated movies, and Disney animated movies will no longer be on Netflix.
Okay.
We have no idea where the Marvel contract's going to go after this, though, since, you know, money follows Disney.
Yep.
It is still quite possible that we will get these seasons of Young Justice on both the DC exclusive streaming service that is yet to exist and Netflix. The reason I think that they're really waiting for Young Justice till next year is because they probably want to launch their streaming service with Young Justice being the initial launch. Another Teen Titans show is rumored to be in the works. It might also be live action. We have no idea.
Okay.
It might be animated, might be live action. There's scripts for stuff, but if it's animated, it will be a direct sequel to the 2005 one.
Okay.
And then if it's not, it'll be a live action one that will probably exist in the Arrowverse, and it will probably also be on the DC exclusive streaming site. Now, any of this could change. Don't quote me word for word on this. I could be wrong, but this is what I read in several different articles. And you know how much the internet is full of bullcrap, so I'm sorry if I'm wrong. But repeatedly I've seen that DC will be launching its own streaming service. And with Disney doing the same thing, I wouldn't be surprised. I've also recently read that Netflix is hopelessly in debt. And that might be why a lot of companies are just jumping ship.
Really?
Netflix is like $5 billion in debt if you look up Netflix debt.
How did that happen?
They pay a lot of money for their deals with Warner Brothers and Disney.
Okay.
Munagi said, a person online, $20 billion in debt. That's not actually true. It's $5 billion in debt, but it has $20 billion total that it has to pay out to Disney in the next, 5 years, right? However, it's expected that it'll be I think it was 20,000, 200,000, something like that, new viewers, and that the debt probably won't impact them that much.
Okay.
However, as it's standing, they are in debt.
Okay.
Well, I mean, they make contracts. They're like, hey, we're going to run your show even if it bombs, right? So they have to run the show even if it bombs, right?
Yep.
Meaning they don't get money. Because they still have to pay out the deal for running the other person's show. which kind of makes sense. Which is why a lot of the new seasons are going to be 8 episodes instead of 12.
Yep.
So I was trying to explain to someone that actually saves money, and you can just cut and run if it's 8 episodes and it sucks. Whereas with 12 or 24, you're losing more money by doing the show for freaking longer.
Yeah, totally.
But yeah, it's the current situation of Netflix. And now, I do believe this to be 98% true. And the only reason that I have such high belief of this is because if you look up Netflix debt, there's like 20 different like articles of like news stations reporting about it. And I don't know if it's on anyone's agenda to say Netflix has debt, because that just seems like a random thing to say. So, I could be wrong on that too, but that does seem to be the case when you type in Netflix debt.
Okay.
So, did you guys get to look at the rosters?
Yes, I did. And I feel you. I'm not sure how I feel about Static's outfit.
Yeah, I miss his old hair.
Totally.
He would look fine if he just had his regular hair.
I would agree with that.
The bland one that sticks out is the chick next to Arrowette.
Okay.
She's just like in regular army clothes. I have no idea what her powers are. I'm disappointed that Long Shadow, Mexican kid. Long Shadow's not the Mexican kid, but Long Shadow, the Native American kid, Mexican kid, and Japanese girl aren't returning. I'm really sad.
Oh, yeah, with their arc that they had, yeah. Totally.
Yeah. Also, Arsenal's going to be on the team, even though he's kicked off in the last season.
Hey, you can't just, bail.
Yeah, I'm wondering if he's on the team now because Nightwing isn't leading it anymore.
Ooh. That's a possibility.
Yes, as they had very high tension in the last part.
Yeah. So that begs the question, who would be leading the team?
That'd probably either fall to Tim Drake or Beast Boy. Beast Boy. Oh, Lagoon Boy isn't there. Because Beast Boy has seniority over everyone except Tim Drake, I believe.
Yeah.
So it'll probably be Tim Drake with like Blue Beetle or Beast Boy being second in command. That would be very interesting.
I'd like to see Jaime, get some of that command action though.
Mm-hmm.
Because I like Jaime.
Well, Jaime had really good arcs.
Yes, he did.
Really good. Like, he had some of the best solo arcs in the series. Because his problems just didn't go away like the rest of everyone else's. He just had reoccurring problems. I like that he had some time with Superboy back at his beginning. When he was still rookie-ish. So yeah, it looks like seniority probably falls to Tim. And then Beast Boy and Jaime. Arsenal was never a part of the team, so he's actually, I think, the least senior member, except for the newbies.
Okay.
Yeah, him and Static are the newest members. Of the newbies.
Yeah.
I can't see Wonder Girl leading the team, by the way. I can't.
I feel like
Wonder Girl is also dating Tim Drake as of the end of season 2.
Okay.
I hope they don't pull another. I hope they don't pull another Superboy, Miss Martian, and just like out of nowhere they just broke over some bullcrap that they take 20 episodes to explain.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. Ooh, that also begs the question: is Superboy back with Miss Martian?
I would hope so.
Yeah, and that leaves Lagoon Boy just out of the running. Poor Lagoon Boy.
Oh, Lagoon.
Well, he is Sasuke Uchiha, so.
Yeah. I wonder if the reason why, like, the original team isn't on the team would be because they're like all adults now.
That's true. They could be. Well, everyone was around 18.
In season 2. Yeah.
Yeah. Welcome, Kyoya, by the way.
Hello.
We're talking about Young Justice season 3.
Sure.
There's a video that was the released content.
Mm-hmm.
They probably should have put spoiler the character when they put spoiler on their big headlines for that video. Because they meant the character, not that it has spoilers.
Rip.
But yeah, if the team is adults, then they probably left. Zatanna and Nightwing were dating at the end of season 1, but then are like not a thing in season 2.
Yep.
I hope their relationship goes back to being normal.
Either
'Cause-
that or bring Starfire into things.
Yeah. Also, there was like no relationship between Dick and Barbara, which also makes me sad. They had like one scene together, and it was when Nightwing's like, the reason I had an entire team of girls is because Queen Bee can control men's minds. And then Barbara's like, so are you saying you felt the need to justify a women's team? Would you feel the need to justify an all men's team? And Nightwing's like, I don't think there's a right answer to that. So yeah, Kyoya, if you could take a peek at the video if you like, and then give us your opinions. Yeah, I would love to see Cyborg. Like, if I could get a full reuniting of the Titans, that'd be fantastic.
Yeah, totally.
I agree.
Since they have Cyborg have pretty much the same voice actor in almost everything,
Yep.
I would love for them to just keep using Teen Titans Cyborg.
Yeah.
He recently just did Injustice too. So yeah, he still works for DC. So
How big of
we'll
a
wait.
time skip is it?
Huh?
How big is the time skip is it to season 3?
It's looking like 2 to 3 years.
Gotcha.
It doesn't look like it can be longer than 3 years, as Tim Drake doesn't look like a full-grown man.
No, he doesn't.
So, yeah, that's what we're looking at. They didn't release how much time skip, but they said there will be somewhat of a time skip. And Beast Boy's a teenager, so we have to assume 2 to 3 years. What was I gonna say? Nightwing currently runs a team called the Titans, not the Teen Titans in the comics, whereas Damian runs a Teen Titans team. Starfire's on the Teen Titans. Nightwing has no one from the Titans except Kid Flash on the Titans. So, yeah, and Cyborg's with the Justice League. Beast Boy is with Damian. And now that I'm thinking about it, oh my god, they may put Damian in this new season, and that would be savage.
Just we're going full-blown Damian is the new protagonist of DC.
Yes. Well, they really try pushing him because not a lot of people like him.
I like him.
And they want people to like their Robins. You know, the last time someone didn't like their Robins, they killed them. And then they killed Damian, too, like pretty much the same way as Jason Todd, except he didn't come back crazy.
Okay.
Yeah, he got killed. I forget how he got killed. I think he got like a spine broken and like beaten to death. Something brutal. And it was like, everyone was like, "Whoa, my god, I didn't hate Damian that much." And then, they had to revive him. That's essentially what the response to that comic was. If I recall correctly, Darkseid had his soul, and then like, Ra's al Ghul and Batman have to team up and like sneak onto Apocalypse to get it back.
That does sound pretty over the top.
Yeah. Though they've been really pushing Damian as the leader of everything. And so I would not be surprised if they just whipped him out and Tim Drake's like, who is this sassy lost child? That was a One Punch Man reference for anyone who doesn't get it. But yeah, that's a thing. Also, Jason Todd is dead as of season 2, confirmed in like one of the first episodes. So,
Yeah, I forgot about that.
so Red Hood possibility. As probably a Nightwing or Tim Drake antagonist for personal arc.
Yeah.
As Nightwing personally knew Jason, and Jason has a thing against Tim Drake because Tim Drake's like the immediate replacement that Batman got.
Yep.
So yeah. Anything else that's like potentially, theoretical? Well, I assume Lex Luthor's probably already out of jail if you even went to it.
Well, because it's possible to keep Lex Luthor in jail.
Well, he like locked himself up once, not intentionally though. He created a jail that no one on Earth could escape, and then Superman just threw him inside of it.
Rip.
And then Lex is like, you did pretty well, Supes. I'll give you that. That was the New 52. I'm wondering if we'll get full Superboy powers now, since it's not limited to TV, and Superboy's powers are way cooler than what they make them on in Young Justice, which just makes them jump and punch really hard.
True.
Also, as of the current team right now, the heavy hitter is Wonder Girl, and that's it. So just let that sink in.
Yeah.
Bumblebee is also not there. Well, she was in college last time.
Yeah.
I'm wondering if they're going to go long hair Nightwing, because that's a thing from the 90s.
90s thing.
And they did that in Teen Titans.
Yes, they did.
Yeah, we watched that episode. That was one of the last episodes we watched.
Yep.
Because Nightwing just stops caring and stops cutting his hair. Also, it's canon in the DC animated movies that Nightwing wore his 90s outfit.
Worth.
Yeah. So, anyone else have any theories about what might happen?
Yeah, I'd like to see, like the entire roster of the Teen Titans show up.
Mm-hmm. Well, here's the thing: Superboy and Wonder Girl are integral parts to like the Teen Titans, right? They just Superboy has had a mixed entrances into DC TV shows. He got introduced in the last season of Smallville, and didn't even get like touched in Teen Titans, which had like every single Teen Titans member of all time except Superboy.
Yeah.
Which makes me sad. This also begs to the question: Cheshire has a kid with Red Arrow. Have they retired?
Possibly. I mean, they didn't do a whole lot in season 2, except for the Find Arsenal arc.
Yeah, well, they needed a replacement for Red Arrow.
Yeah.
Because, as much as we love Superboy, most people don't like clones of characters. That's just the case. Also, you know what plot point they never addressed? Guardian is a clone.
Oh?
Guardian, when he's talking to Roy, he's like, "Yeah, nephew, I'm a clone of your uncle. I had to come to terms with it a long time ago." What the heck happened to Guardian is the real question there.
Yeah.
Like, that's a plot point that's never addressed. It's not a plot hole. It's just something that's not addressed because they don't care about the adults.
Rip.
But they do like cloning Roy's family members, which just seems to be the case. Who else? Is there any other superheroes that I'm forgetting about that are relatively important? Well, the LGBT community was harassing Young Justice people. Like, I doubt we'll see anyone of the main team be anything else other than straight. And one of the responses was, well, we've always had people who are not straight on Young Justice. And with Aqualad now being gay in the comics, it could be possible that he's actually bisexual in the new season.
Okay.
Mm.
It's also possible that Miss Martian may just be bisexual, as she's a shapeshifter who only cares about what's in the side. So you know.
Mm.
Yeah, that's a possibility.
Other than that, I can't really see anyone else. Maybe Artemis. Maybe. But yeah, that's
Well, you're dead,
yeah. Well, I mean, why not
I guess.
try everything once, right? I guess. I cannot see Wally being gay though, or bi, or anything like that. I can only see him being super straight, super dorky Wally.
Okay.
But yeah, on a more serious note, rest in peace, Wally. Was it like 2K12, 2K13? I wonder what new Justice League members we'll see, because with each new season they add new Justice League members without telling us.
Yeah.
Also, Guy Gardner's a thing in that universe. He just hasn't shown up yet.
Oh.
Yes, there's a scene where they're discussing new Justice League members, and Hal Jordan and Jon Stewart are sitting there, and Superman, Wonder Woman, and Batman are like, well, there's always Guy Gardner, and they're both like, no. And then they're like, but another Lantern could be no.
Fair enough.
Anyone else could be useful? Black Adam and the Joker have been in prison since season 1.
How do you keep Black Adam locked up?
I have no idea. I assumed what they did was put him in a coma, tape his mouth shut, and then feed him through an IV. Because they probably turned him back into a human, right? And then did that. Because that's the only way you could keep Black Adam locked up. Or Superman.
Or you could throw him in the Phantom Zone.
Yeah, I was going to say, Superman could have also put him in the Phantom Zone. Let's see.
They could always do a Joker escapes episode and then add Red Hood to that.
Yeah, that could be an arc. That could totally be an arc. As you know, Tim Drake and Nightwing are like conflicted about how to handle this, letting Red Hood kill the Joker, breaking their morals, or like, stopping Red Hood and stopping the Joker.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'd like to see more Justice League activity this season.
Rather than just focusing on the team.
Yeah, I like when the team and the Justice League work together.
Yeah.
Because that's always cool. And it just makes sense, honestly. Let's see, what else is relatively new that could possibly happen? Oh yeah, Black Manta's a thing, and Black Manta kills Aquaman's child, and that was actually happening in the comics, if I recall correctly, for Young Justice.
Okay.
Because there's like comics that take place over the 5 years that's missing. And if I recall correctly, Black Manta killed Aquaman's baby, which is why everyone was freaked out when Aqualad joined up with him. Also, it's implied that Aquaman probably killed his brother, Ocean Master. We could get more Deathstroke action this season, since, he went missing in the last act, unfortunately.
I would think.
There's some other villain that's like Universal. Ooh, especially if we get Teen Titans, Deathstroke might come back. I'm trying to think. Oh yeah, Riddler is locked up at the moment too, I think. Yeah, a lot of Batman villains are locked up, and we know how long that lasts.
Not very long.
I hope we get a lot more backstories this time, because Solo stuff is like so good. Q Jaime Reyes.
Hmm.
The Green Martian who had the Scarab. Is he still on Earth?
I don't know.
Because he got it removed. He could potentially be part of the Justice League now as a second Martian.
Maybe.
Darkseid has been hinted at since season 1, but with the prospect of this probably being a shorter season, I can't see them doing Darkseid this one. Especially since they said metahuman trafficking. So, I mean, that could just be a distraction, but I mean, we've waited 2 seasons for Darkseid. We can wait another.
Yeah.
My main concern is I really hope this has the same level of quality as last season.
Yeah.
Why do you think it'll be shorter?
Because, well, it's going to be exclusively streamed online, not television. And everything's shorter these days. Voltron Season 3 was 7 episodes.
That's true.
I mean, I would really love for 24 episodes. If they did do 24 episodes, I could see the first arc just being, like, team stuff, and then the second arc being, Darkseid. Ooh, they could do Suicide Squad stuff, too, because that hasn't been addressed. But Amanda Waller is a thing in Young Justice.
Yeah, because there was that episode with all of the Ice People's powers in prison.
Yeah. One of them also voiced by Sasuke Uchiha. High School Junior. My dad was watching Teen Titans with me, saw Beast Boy, and said, "Is that Ben 10?" And I was like, "No."
That's great.
He knows I liked Ben 10 a lot, so... And, you know, it's green, and he's transforming. I don't blame him, honestly. Plus, towards the end of Ben 10, Ben can just, like, switch from any alien to any alien.
Basically.
And then, like, they took that power away from him, and I'm like, can you just stop taking it away, please? They also had a ripoff of Doctor Who in that show called Professor Paradox.
Oh yeah, I remember him.
Yeah, and he was literally just Doctor Who. He was British and everything and a time traveler. It was amazing. Anyways, back to Young Justice. Yeah, that was something that my dad said to me when we were watching Teen Titans Judas Contract. Which ended on a cliffhanger, by the way.
Judas Contract is great.
Yeah. I think it made $3 million. I think $4 million, something like that. The problem is it goes direct to DVD, and that requires a lot of people just buy the DVD. They need to do TV contracts.
Something like that, yeah.
Maybe with the new streaming service, they can just start putting that out. The only TV contracts they hold right now are with CW.
Okay.
Which is, in fact, one of the websites that has some of their cartoons on them right now. Anything else I was going to say? What else am I forgetting about? I know I'm forgetting something. Ooh, we could potentially see if we get Raven Teen Titans versus Justice League all over again, but fleshed out. Or a Trigon arc. A Trigon arc is always welcome.
Trigon OP.
Ooh, we could get Brainiac because he hasn't been addressed in this show yet.
Okay.
Anything else that could potentially be addressed? Oh, Lobo's a thing, but he only had 1 episode.
I remember that. Didn't Batgirl fight him?
Batgirl and Wonder Girl fought him. They both got wrecked, though.
Yes. That sounds familiar.
Young Justice has such a big universe, and it needs to start doing multiple shows.
Yes.
I wouldn't mind a Young Justice movie, honestly.
Okay.
For like certain characters, like maybe a solo film in the Young Justice universe for like Nightwing or Aqualad or someone. Lucas wants to know if he can join. Anyone here against that?
I don't care.
Okay,
I
there you
also
go.
don't care.
Well, I was hoping for a little more enthusiastic, but yeah, sure, I guess. You can add him, Kyoya.
All right.
Uh, so how should I do this intro? A long-time member who had some bad beef? I don't know. Because that's legit what it was.
It's up to
And
you.
we've spoken that we've had beef, and I had to explain to everyone. Yeah, I think I'll address it. Okay. Welcome back, Lucas. It's been around 40 episodes without you. Anyways, this is the member who had like bad beef from like school lunch and died, and then got into an argument with everyone. That's basically the actual events of what happened. Quote me on that.
It's because
We're talking about young. So, anyways, anyone who actually listens to AA Chat, I told what happened, which is I explained why you and Kellen weren't here anymore, Lucas. So there's no need to go into that.
It's nice. I don't think anybody cared that I wasn't here.
Rip. Anyways, we're talking about the new season of Young Justice, which is going to be coming out next year.
What exactly about the new season?
Well, they released some information that I sent a video in the chat. If you would look, it's
Okay.
What was I thinking about before someone brought up Lucas?
Um,
I was gonna say something, and I completely forget. We're talking
The
about.
last thing I remember is you mentioned Brainiac. I think.
That might have been. What I was saying is solo movies. That's what I was talking about.
yeah.
Because Young Justice needs to expand its universe because it has like such a large one, and like not all the stuff can be addressed in like seasons.
Hmm.
Wait, we haven't had Reverse Flash yet.
Well, Reverse Flash would like solo the team.
Yes, he would, because Flash is speed of light in that universe after he's like says so himself, and then
Yeah.
like does feats where he's like,
Hmm.
It'd be a good arc for Wally though.
yeah,
He's dead.
he's in the Speed Force, which is dead. So he's having his body repeatedly torn apart and put back together by the Speed Force. So I don't know if he's very alive right now. Oh, Kyo, you saw the last episode of the latest season of The Flash, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The only difference between that and Wally is Wally didn't get to choose. So I think they're gonna go like 4 episodes without Barry, and just have him in the Speed Force, and then like episode in between the episodes, it just shows what he's doing in the Speed Force for Splash season 4. But they said they're gonna go back to simpler stuff and less complicated plot lines.
I'm so
I
out
really-
of the loop with Flash. I haven't seen
Okay.
Flash in super long. So
Season 3 was season 2, but like people died.
okay. I guess I don't need to watch it then.
Also in season 3 like Flash beat the tar out of like Reverse Flash because he's like, nah man, power scaling.
Yeah, basically.
Yeah, that's what happened. Yeah, okay, I remember now. Because people have been trash talking to Flash, saying he can't beat any speedsters, and like in one episode, which I swear was to address this, he just beats the crap out of Reverse Flash who comes back. And then Reverse Flash gets changed to a Legends of Tomorrow villain, and then gets wrecked there too, unfortunately.
Yeah,
However,
that
he
was
solos-
weird.
He
Like-
solos the team like 18 times in Legends of Tomorrow, though.
Mm-hmm.
Well,
Uh,
I mean, Reverse Flash can, like, I don't want to say solo the Justice League, but can, like, fight the entire Justice League.
Yes. Basically what happened was, in Season 1, big spoiler, but I'm going to say it anyways to explain context. Reverse Flash was killed by ancestor of him killing himself, right?
Mm.
So Reverse Flash was then erased from history. But it's always, every timeline, Reverse Flash always comes back to a certain point in time, meaning that even if he's erased from history, he'll still show up there, right?
Mm.
So Reverse Flash shows up in that point in time to fight Barry, right? But it's Reverse Flash pre the events of the first season. So he's not at like the 10 years of experience that he has when he fights Flash in Season 1. He's like year 2 Reverse Flash, right?
Yep.
Barry's year 3 Flash. Barry tears him up. Right? Barry destroys him. And he only comes back because Barry had committed Flashpoint Paradox sin. And so essentially Barry was super salty, beat him up. Reverse Flash ends up escaping because Barry needs to let him go to reset the timeline to the proper timeline. Because he always needs to continuously go in that loop to come back to that certain point in time, right? So then he ends up, time traveling and trying to erase the point in history where he gets erased in history. So he starts, doing time travel shenanigans, and the Legends of Tomorrow time travel team starts fighting him, and he starts, like, soloing their team, like, repeatedly.
He solos everybody. Oh my goodness.
Because, like, no one has, like, supersonic... No one's even, like, Mach 1 on that team. So, like, everyone's just getting destroyed, right? And then he decides to bring out 2 old Arrow villains, and it's just like, yeah, man, reusable villains for the win. And then they start winning, and then at the end, they lose because they get backstabbed. And basically, the end is a one big cliffhanger for Legends of Tomorrow. And Legends of Tomorrow is okay, but it's just missing something because the main character is White Canary, and White Canary is so boring.
Rip.
She's Black Canary, but white.
Well, you
Not
know what
even
they
kidding.
say, white is right.
But, like, once you go black, you never go back. Like, and she went back to white after she went black. I don't understand. Also, it should be noted that Arrow is on their 3rd Black Canary.
That's true.
They've killed every single Black Canary. Except this new one, and they're probably gonna kill her too.
Legends
Why
of Tomorrow, though, the last episode in the season...
Oh,
really shouldn't have...
the newest season of Arrow was actually good. I was impressed. Like, everyone was like, Arrow's trash now, and then a new season came out, and like halfway through, it started getting good again, and everyone was like, wait, what? How? When? Deathstroke's coming back? Talia al Ghul is here? What's going on? Yeah, basically Deathstroke and Talia al Ghul both show up, and it's like, yup. This has happened.
I can get behind both of those inclusions. Mostly Slade, though.
Yeah. Deathstroke might be coming back next season, too. And he's no longer crazy, so, there's that.
Worth.
The Lazarus Pit has also been destroyed, so no more stupid revivals.
Okay.
Honestly, you can just skip season 3 and 4 at this point. You wouldn't miss much, except the fact that Constantine is in the same universe as Arrow.
Oh, that's cool.
Also, Constantine's getting his own cartoon now, with the same voice, the actor who's the voice actor in the Arrowverse.
Okay.
Because people like Constantine so much, but it was like on NBC and it got canceled or something.
Rip.
Unfortunately, he doesn't get to show into team ups too much. He should have been there with the aliens, by the way, Kyoya. Constantine?
Yeah, he should have.
So should have, like, OG Vixen, not, like, time travel Vixen. Because she's a thing, too. She has an actress. Superman wasn't there. Oh, also, apparently, if you read the descriptions, Mono was Superboy.
Yeah.
And I was like, that's bullcrap. He is not Superboy. But they didn't want like Supergirl and Superman duoing the entire series, so.
Yeah.
Cause like Supergirl comes over to like the main timeline, right? And everyone's like, dude, Flash, she's OP. Where have you been hiding her? And he's like in another universe.
Same.
And she can like solo the entire team, save for like Flash. Only because he's faster than she is.
Well,
Yeah,
Flash
they like
OP.
use her for training that one episode.
Yeah, wasn't it like Arrow and Flash versus like the entirety of their team because they got mind controlled, if I recall correctly?
Yeah, that's what happened.
Yeah. Oh, anyways, we got distracted from Young Justice, but still comics. Lucas throws shit at me because my comics collection has like one Marvel post for every 3,000 DC images.
Sure though.
I literally said,
I prefer Marvel comics, but I don't have anything against DC. I mean, I have some DC graphic novels.
The newest Deathstroke stuff is so good. Alex, did you get to pick it up yet?
Oh, I so need to pick up Deathstroke Rebirth.
It's really good.
I believe that.
Also, I showed you his design of like what he looked like in the 70s, though.
Yes.
It's so canon and it's so funny. So basically, Deathstroke had a fro and a mustache.
Yep.
In the 70s.
It's like a
So
70s
hot.
porn stash.
It is a 70s porn stash, not even a lie.
I can't.
somebody send me a link to that.
Yeah. He would have shades, probably, too, if he wasn't, like, looking at a map. I have the image, because I own the comic. I can go pick it up right now. It's good. So, like, in Superman Rebirth, right? Superman's like, old 52 Superman is like, yeah, new 52 Superman will come back, right? And everyone's like, no, that's not how death works. And Superman's like, yes it is, there's a regeneration matrix. And they're like, the heck's a regeneration matrix, right? And Superman's like, it's that thing that revives Kryptonians, right? So, he goes to the Fortress of Solitude, right? And he's like, where the heck is the MacGuffin to bring back Superman? And they're like, it doesn't exist. What the heck are you talking about? And he's like, oh, wait. You mean he's dead? Really? And then he becomes the new Superman of the timeline because he feels so freaking bad.
Rip.
And he feels like even more of a dick because Superman had like Kryptonian cancer, right? And like kryptonite poisoning, so he was dying regardless or something like that. And so he reached out to Flashpoint Superman and said, can you please help me, man? And pre-Flashpoint Superman's like, nah, man, I'm retired. Do it yourself, right? And then he dies, and then pre-Flashpoint Superman's like, I was the biggest dick. Oh my god. And that's the entirety of like the first volume is just him realizing, man, I really should have helped New 52 Superman. Oh my god, I'm terrible. And then they end up finding a fifth dimensional imp and fuse because Superboy says, you guys should become one to fix the timeline.
Mr.
So they do.
Pitlick.
Yeah. I refuse to pronounce his name. So
Mixel Pitlick.
I wonder if Batmite can do the same thing since he's also a fifth dimensional imp. I have a volume. I'm not a volume, but I have an issue of Batmite that I got from like one of those comic packages. Like it's like shows you what the one comic you're gonna get, and then gives you two more for like only $1 more, right? So I got a Batmite comic from one, and I should read it because Batmite's amazing because he's like a Bat fanboy who's like nigh omnipotent because he's a fifth dimensional imp.
Bat might solos Dragon Ball Super. Stay woke.
Well, Zeno is not confirmed more powerful than a fifth dimensional imp. He might actually be one though. He looks like one.
He can't. he can't destroy multiple timelines.
Yeah. So have you seen the meme where it's like Goku with his eyes looking different directions, and he's like, "I'll just wish back all the universes that were destroyed. It's not like Xeno will notice or anything."
He's probably right. To be honest,
Xeno doesn't care.
Xeno doesn't seem that smart or knowledgeable or caring of anything
He's
that
like-
happens.
Well, he's
Yeah,
like a
it's like a
6-year-old. He is like a 6-year-old. So
Do you think the theory about the Grand Priest being
evil.
the villain? Yeah. Do you think that's
Um, I can believe it, but all of the angels are dicks, so you know. Except that little girl one who cried when her Kai got killed, or Kai and God of Destruction. She seems like the only one who is like really nice. But that might be because she's like the youngest.
have any of you seen the leak for Goku's new form?
Yes. Did you see the newest episode where they revealed there's 2 Namekians on Team Universe 6?
No. I mean,
There's-
I saw the new episode, but I didn't notice that part.
Okay, so when Xeno goes to eliminate one of the what's his face? Winnie the Pooh Bear from Universe 6.
Yeah. Nobody cares about his name.
Legit, there's 2 Namekians in the middle of the team.
I did not know that.
Because remember, Champa picks his team because he's like, what, there's going to be Saiyans, then I'm going to get Saiyans of my own, right? And then, because Piccolo was on that team, I guarantee he went and got some Namekians.
Let's hope we see a Piccolo fight.
Some people are theorizing that since the arc is called the Universal Survival arc or whatever, that and the tournament's called Tournament of Power, that the Tournament of Power is only going to be like one part of the arc, but the arc's going to keep going after the Tournament of Power.
I can believe it.
Yeah.
Also, it should be noted, there's like 4 universes that aren't being destroyed because they're too powerful. Like, how powerful can they be? If Jiren is like the most powerful mortal, like what the crap?
Well, we don't know if Jiren is the person that Whis was referring to when he said there was that one mortal who like beat Beerus and Beerus got salty. He was like, nah, it was just an arm wrestling match.
No, it was a God of Destruction who beat Beerus in arm wrestling, and the God of Destruction lost to a mortal. Meaning he's even stronger than the God of Destruction who beat Beerus. That's what he said. That's what the hype is.
But we don't know if that was Jiren.
Yeah, yeah, but who else is it gonna be? If it's one of the Mechians, I'll cry. I'll just die. It'd be so funny. He's like, I'm Super Namekian God, Super Namekian.
Imagine it's
Just-
a human.
Dude, if he was a human, I'd like start like religiously watching DBZ again. I'd be like, this is the best thing. DBZ has become a 10 out of 10. So, low-key, I wish that... So, like, I understand why most of the universe is furries. Because if you think about it, Saiyans are furries, too. Like, Saiyans are furries, too. Like, think about it. They have giant tails and turn into giant monkeys. They're totally furries, right? Their personas are the great ape, right? So, like...
Saiyans have their tails cut off, so they're ex-furries, okay? They're trying to change their ways.
Yeah, Universe 6 isn't furries. Universe 6 isn't furries, but Universe 7 was most definitely furries. It was furries up until Gohan, and Gohan got his tail chopped off, and then it forever changed. There were no more furries. Until you get to GT, and then they're furries again.
I don't think that's how evolution quite works.
That's because GT was a mistake.
GT is a mistake, though. Oh, by the way, I have a fun game that I play with Alex where I show him GT designs, and he cringes.
Ooh.
People have a theory that GT is canon. It's just a different timeline.
Xenoverse believes that, and if that's the truth, then Xenoverse is canon, and that's bullcrap. Xenoverse is fan fiction manifested as a video game, so like, at the moment, the way canon goes is the most canon thing is DBZ and Dragon Ball, right? Second most canon thing is Dragon Ball Super and the movies, right?
Yeah.
The third most canon thing is the Dragon Ball Super manga, which is not canon, and then GT, and then the GT movie, and then the movies. Oh, fun fact, if GT timeline is accurate and is actually a different timeline, right? You know what that means? That every single DBZ movie is canon, too.
Oh, stop. No, we can't have that.
Broly is
You know
canon.
that
Stay woke.
yes. Because in GT, they confirm that all the movies are canon when all the villains come back from hell. No one wants that. Toei, don't make it happen.
Speaking of Xenoverse though, they're actually making a Xenoverse style Naruto game.
Okay, I'll just be
Striker.
I like how
They're also making a Sonic game called Furry Simulator 2K17 with Knuckles.
somebody actually like made a video about the new Naruto game, and they're like, it's just gonna be dominated by Uchihas.
I'm going to play Kiba. I'm going to play Kiba and name myself Yamcha Inuzuka, right?
No, you
And then
Who said Kiba's clan is even gonna be a part of that game?
RIP! Well,
They're
Kiba,
They're gonna have like Uzumaki, Uchiha, Senju, and then, like,
Uzumaki
Hyuga.
clan isn't even that good though. It's just a branch of Senju.
Yeah, but they have ridiculous amounts of chakra reserve.
That's only because they have Hashirama cells.
Suzuki clan, here I come.
Oh my god. I want to get the Kaguya clan, like Kimimari's clan, with the bones. If
Yeah.
anything. Because Kimimari's clan's legit. Maybe Haku's clan?
He just wants to bone everybody.
Well, actually, I want to ice everyone. Bones are second.
I'll be Kaguya's grandson.
Please, no. Well, does all of Kaguya's clan like Yaoi too, though? Because she does.
You just had to ruin that.
Oh, yes, I did. That's canon that she freaking likes Yaoi. So does Sakura, too.
True.
Yeah, but Sakura fucking sucks, so.
I wonder if she has Sasuke make clones of himself to fill out that, like, thing. Or she makes clones of herself and then has them transform.
Why did I think about that? Like, because Naruto gets all his clothes to do everything for him.
Okay, so, like, low-key, people with Fuda fetishes must love Naruto universe. Right? Because you can just use transformation jutsu at free will. Because it's something they teach you as a little kid.
Well, it's only 25% gay, so.
Yeah, that's true. We did have that conversation. If anyone's wondering, it was like a 4chan article, and it's like, hold up, let me explain why Fuda is less gay than regular sex, right? Because it's like, Fuda on girl, right? She's only half man, right? So that makes it one half of a guy and 1.5 girls, right? That means it's only 25% gay. If you're watching straight porn, that makes it 50% gay because there's one whole guy in there. Now, you could try to eliminate the gay by going 2 girls and watch Yuri, but then it becomes full gay because it's 2 girls.
And just like that, the secrets to the origin of life are revealed.
Yeah. Yeah, that was the conversation we had while playing Cards Against Humanity.
Oh dear.
We should do that as a live stream one day, actually.
Was that before or after Kellen had his little private session with Sarada?
Please don't bring that up in live stream. That's disgusting.
I wish we were live when that actually happened, though. That was extremely funny.
Oh my god.
I died.
I forgot that happened. Why'd you remind me?
Remember how we all like were making jokes about the whole 25% thing, and it just kept going for like.
It kept going until we couldn't stop laughing and started choking. Because it got so far, and we just didn't laugh up until that point. We were
like 3 things you just said sounded sexual as fuck.
Well, we did go so far, and we tried so hard, but in the end, it didn't even matter.
Come on. Like, that's not cool, man. Too soon.
Well, I wasn't even referencing Chester Bennington, because Linkin Park's my favorite band, and that's why I didn't say anything when you guys were, like, making suicide jokes.
I was Enora doing that. I mean, Elias.
Anyways, yeah, I think with Fuda, it's time to end any chat. With me today, I've had Alex. If he's here. Alright. I've had Ruckus.
I don't know what to say. Bye.
Yeah. I've had Kira.
It was real.
And then we've had Kira laughter occasionally whenever we mention dicks on chicks. Anyway, see you guys next week. Alex, you can close the live stream.
By the powers vested in me.